Once again, we're continuing with Luke's resurrection account, and we're in chapter 24 and verse 36. We're picking up where we left off. The Cleopas and the other disciple had returned to Jerusalem and shared with the other disciples and their companions how they had encountered the risen Christ in the breaking of the bread. And while they were talking about this, Jesus himself stood among them and said to them, "Peace be with you." They were startled and terrified and thought they were seeing a ghost. He said to them, "Why are you frightened? And why do doubts arise in your hearts? Look at my hands and my feet. See that it is I myself. Touch me and see. For a ghost does not have flesh and bones as you see that I have." And when he had said this, he showed them his hands and his feet. While in their joy they were disbelieving and still wondering, he said to them, "Have you anything here to eat?" They gave him a piece of broiled fish, and he took it and ate it in their presence. It's striking that in most of the resurrection accounts, other than Mark's, in which Jesus doesn't appear, that Jesus speaks these words of peace. Peace be with you. And there's a lot behind that, right? Peace be with you, because he knows they're startled and terrified and they're not sure if they're seeing a ghost or a spirit. Peace be with you because he knows that they have been grieving his crucifixion and death and loss and their lives being turned upside down. Peace because that is what God longs to give to all of us. But you also notice in Luke's account that Jesus shows his wounds. He does this also in the Gospel of John. And it's interesting to think about, why would the resurrected Christ, why would the body of the resurrected Christ still be wounded? Why aren't those wounds healed? Why are they still visible? I'm going to be talking about that a little bit this Sunday. But it's something to ponder. And also Luke is trying to refute an early heresy from the Gnostics. And this Gnostic heresy was that Jesus really was just a spirit. He wasn't really a human being in flesh and blood. And so that's why here Jesus says, "Look, check me out. I'm a human being," even to the point not just of showing his wounds, but asking if they have any food to eat, and taking a piece of broiled fish and eating it in their presence. This is a way of demonstrating he is there in the flesh and in a body, yet a resurrected body that is different than ours as well. This is where we are in the days following Easter, believing in a resurrected Christ, a Christ who was both fully God and fully human.